Bruce Lee, a name that echoes through history as one of the greatest martial artists and motivational icons the world has ever known. But his story wasn't just about fame or success. It was about relentless perseverance, an unbreakable spirit, and a unique philosophy that set him apart. Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco in 1940 but raised in Hong Kong. From a young age, he was exposed to the performing arts because of his father, a Cantonese opera star. Yet, even with this early introduction to fame, Bruce's childhood wasn't without its challenges. As a teenager, Bruce struggled with street fighting and gang-related violence, which led him to seek discipline in martial arts. His first mentor was Wing Chun master, Ip Man. Here, Bruce learned more than just fighting. He began understanding balance, patience, and self-control. At age 18, Bruce moved back to the United States. With just $100 in his pocket, he arrived in Seattle to pursue a better life and education. While studying at the University of Washington, he taught martial arts to make a living. These early classes became more than a job. They were the birthplace of his revolutionary martial arts philosophy. Bruce believed that traditional martial arts were too rigid, too restrictive. He wanted a system that allowed freedom of expression. And so, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist, was born. In the 1960s, Bruce Lee faced an even bigger challenge: Hollywood. At the time, the industry had very few Asian actors in leading roles, and stereotypes were rampant. Yet Bruce was determined to change that. He landed his first major role as Kato in The Green Hornet. While the show didn't last long, Bruce's performance left an impact. His martial arts prowess and screen presence were undeniable. Still, he was frustrated by the lack of substantial roles for Asian actors. So he took a bold step. He went back to Hong Kong and created his own movies, with The Big Boss and Fist of Fury becoming massive hits. Bruce Lee wasn't just a fighter, he was a philosopher. His teachings went beyond martial arts. One of his most famous philosophies was, "Be water, my friend." What does that mean? Bruce taught that we should be adaptable, flexible, and calm like water. Water can flow or it can crash, he said. This concept wasn't just about fighting, it was about life. Bruce believed in the power of an open mind, the courage to adapt, and the willingness to accept change. Despite his success, Bruce's life was filled with physical and mental battles. He constantly trained, pushing his body to its limits. But in 1970, he faced a life-threatening back injury. Doctors told him he might never practice martial arts again. Instead of giving up, Bruce used this time to reflect, read, and write. This period of recovery became a time for personal growth, leading him to write many of the philosophies that inspire millions today. He famously said, "Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one." In 1973, Bruce starred in Enter the Dragon, a film that would make him an international icon. The movie showcased his skill, charisma, and philosophy. He finally broke through Hollywood's barriers and became a global sensation. But this success was short-lived. Just 6 days before the movie's release, Bruce tragically passed away at the age of 32. Yet, even though he was gone, his legacy was just beginning. Bruce Lee's life was brief, but his impact is timeless. He didn't just inspire martial artists, he inspired anyone facing struggles, anyone wanting to break limits. His teachings on resilience, adaptability, and self-belief continue to guide people around the world. Today, Bruce's words like, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own," remind us to stay true to ourselves, to embrace growth, and to pursue excellence in whatever we do. Bruce Lee showed us that success isn't a straight line. It's a journey of setbacks, rejections, and constant evolution. His legacy isn't just about martial arts. It's about living life to the fullest, embracing challenges, and finding strength within. So, let's carry forward his teachings. Be like water, be resilient, and, like Bruce, turn your struggles into greatness.